like. What's up, fam? It's your girl Sweet Pea back with another entertaining video while we doing hair. Okay, y'all, so how did I get from looking like this to let's get to it. So you guys seen the thumbnail. I'm going to have a ponytail at the top and tracks in the back. So I started this by parting my hair across, and I'm actually put a ponytail right here because this is where I'm going to have my frontal installed and put my ponytail. And for the back, it's parted like this. And what I did was I did an end braid going down, and I just wrapped it around like this, and I put a cap over it. Now, but before I put a cap on it, for extra protection, what I did was I took one of these thick strips, these black strips, and I folded it like this. My head is really, really small. I placed some gel on my regular hair. Then I applied the black strips to it, and the black strips automatically stuck to the gel because it is gel. Then I put the ball cap on top of that. And I just used this just for a little bit of extra protection. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just take my hair and move it out the way. Okay, just move it out the way. And I'm going to take some of my protective shield. Like, this is like my best friend. I don't know if you guys ever had a quick weave or seen quick weave videos, but you can actually pour this directly on your hair. Here's an example. I don't know if you guys can see this. You can pour this directly on your hair and then actually install the tracks directly on the hair. And then when you get ready to take it down, they just come right off. And this here washes off with soap and water. Soap and water. So you just basically wet your hair and it just comes right off. So let's get to it. First, I'm going to put this on the back of my head because I'm going to apply my tracks directly on it. And I'm only going to put it right here. So I can't see any of this. So I'm going to just use my hands and feel. And I know this might look hella messy, but it's okay because you're doing it by yourself. Your tracks are going to be on top of it, and it's going to look great when you're done. So don't even trip. And I'm just feeling, you guys. Okay. All right, and I think I'm not going to put any more. This product is okay if you get on your skin. It's not going to do anything. It just washes right out. So I don't know how it looked. I'm sure it looked probably nasty and crunchy, but the end result gonna be busting. So let me just wipe this off. Just rinsing my hands off. Comes right off. Get my towel. So now I'm going to spray Hold and Spray around here and stop it right here, because that's the part where I'm going to have the frontal, and the rest is just going to come off. So you do this just like you normally would you do this just like you normally would, just like if you was installing the frontal. I'm drawing the line for where I want my frontal to stop. Okay, now you're going to take your blow dryer and you're going to blow dry it. So basically you're going to do this until it dries, but because I have a dryer, I'm going to go sit under the dryer for about 15 minutes and then I'll be right back. If you guys like uncut videos, street fights, pranks, cheaters getting caught, all that and above, make sure to scroll up, hit the card, check out my new channel, or scroll down. It's Off the Chizzy. So this is the hair I'm going to be using. So normally you would go ahead and cut your ball cap right here and right here, so that you can be able to see the part if your hair fly back or anything like that. However, I'm going to leave it all on. The only thing that I am going to cut is this part right here, because mine is going to come down. It's not no wind blowing. It's like 100 degrees outside. It's not going to show. It's going to be completely covered up. Now, my only thing, like right now, as you can see, I'm lopsided. But the only thing I'm doing is using my glue and gluing it down. And I'm going to just continue to go up until I'm done. Then put the frontal on. So right now I got to try to make this side look like this side. So you're going to have to take your time and use your finger to feel exactly where you want to lay your track at. Look, I'm like straight looking in the mirror trying to see where I'm lopsided at. But guess what? It ain't gonna matter, because at the end, once you put that frontal on, baby, it's gonna be bussin'. So now I'm pulling my ball cap back far enough to where I think my frontal is going to lay, because you don't want to see where your ball cap starts underneath your frontal. So because this ponytail is kind of high, I went ahead and put my frontal on my wig head, and I kind of just put it in the ponytail, put a little mousse on it so it can kind of mold to how my ponytail is going to be. That way it won't be so challenging. And of course I tied up the edges, so when I laid it down, everything would just lay into place. So once my edges are clean, I'm going to go ahead and apply the makeup that I'm going to be using and try to get it as close to my skin color as possible. That look good, huh? Impressive. Okay, so now I'm just placing it on my head to see where I'm going to lay it. I am not using glue today. I'm just going to use gel. So if you are using gel, you can apply 2 or 3 layers. You put a layer, you let it dry a little bit. You put a layer, you let it dry a little bit. You put a layer, you let it dry a little bit, and then put your frontal on. Me, on the other hand, I'm only going to be doing 1 layer. However, I will use a little holding spray for a little bit of extra security. It works just as well as adding all of those layers, and it's not as thick. So now I'm going to take a black strip and just tie my edges down for a little bit. Let that glue, not the glue, but the gel kind of set in. And in the back of my hair where the tracks are, I did leave a space so that I could tie this black strip on here with no problem. You know, when you have loose hair in the back, it is so challenging. The hair be getting all tangled up with the black strip. But you can do it. As you can see, the hair is getting caught up in the black strip. I'm like having a fight with it. Okay, here we go. Good Lord. So now I'm going to undo my regular ponytail and then blend in the frontal with my regular hair and take this thing off my sides. Look, and y'all don't be trying to clown me on the low about me leaving this cap on my head. Look, I promise it ain't gonna show. It's gonna look cute. Now, if it's windy, I recommend cutting it. But if it ain't windy, don't even trip unless somebody is finna be looking all up under there. Ta-da! So I went ahead and took a shower, slipped something on, put a couple of rod curls in the back. So now I'm about to take this off my head and we're going to put the top on. OMG, y'all, my battery died on my phone. So I refuse to like mess this video up at the end and not deliver it to you guys. So I actually had to take my husband's cell phone and I videotaped the ending of this video. However, his fucking crack phone, I couldn't get the video from his phone to me. Not through email, it was too big, couldn't get it to drive, couldn't do nothing. So I was like, I'm not gonna not give these people the ending of this video. So I took my phone after I deleted some of the files and some of the pictures to give it some space. I took my phone and started recording what I recorded with his phone. So excuse me, y'all. I just wanted you guys to at least get the end of it by any means necessary. So, hey, give your girls a thumb up for this hard work and trying to make sure that I deliver to you guys at all costs. So I'm gonna throw a couple of wand curls at the top. Look, I'm gonna have to redo this video for you guys again because I do not like the way the ending came out. I hope you guys still like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and thank you for supporting your girl.